Christina Shea Johnson with the Trauma Informed Care Social Emotional Learning team of Jefferson County Public Schools. We have been discussing the phases of the escalation cycle and how this typically plays out in the classroom setting. We have reviewed preventative strategies to use when a student is calm. We shared tips for responding once a student has been triggered and their behaviors begin to escalate. Now, we will review strategies to implement if a student reaches that peak of the escalation cycle. A student who reaches this escalation is most likely operating in their fight, flight, or freeze response mode, and they are unable to regulate themselves. This can be a scary experience as an educator. We want our students to feel safe and have a positive school experience. When behavior reaches this point, things can start to feel unsafe and even out of control. Your crisis response plan should be developed and acceptable based on your school, district, state, and federal guidelines. So be sure to know and follow these safety protocols. Now let's talk about some of the specific best practices for responding during such a crisis. Maintaining safety becomes key. Hopefully, a plan has been developed that clarifies how to request assistance during such an event. This may involve calling an administrator or escorting the student out of the room into a different space. When responding to the student directly, keep your words at a minimum. At this point in the escalation cycle, a student is more tuned into vision, less tuned into the auditory input. Their body will appear locked in. Stress chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline will be pumping, both for you and the student. The student will be functioning with higher emotion and lower cognition. Instead of co-escalating at this point, you want to co-regulate. Bring a sense of calm energy. As the Navy SEAL maxim goes, calm is contagious. Minimize the number of adults in the space during the event. Recognize your own triggers and request a break if needed. Take deep breaths and offer calm statements such as, "I can tell you're angry and upset," or "I just want you to be safe." This is not a time to state the consequences, as the student is not in a state to listen rationally. Instead, our goal during the peak of escalation is to help the student calm down and regain control of their body. Show empathy. Offer nonverbal prompts such as modeling a deep breathing strategy, and allow time and space for the student to begin calm. If you have been in situations like this, you know this is not an easy thing to do. We are all human and we all have emotions. As a prepared educator, you want to bring an understanding of the escalation cycle along with strategies to assist with de-escalation. This behavior is typically not about you, so try to keep yourself out of the equation and be that calm force that helps a student return to a state in which they will again be open and available for learning. Stay tuned for our final video on de-escalation, in which we will review strategies for recovery and restoration.